I'm John.
And I'm Kyle,
And we are
the Fandomedians.
Alright, you're probably wondering what the cage behind me is. And, to my back, right there. If you can't see it. It just felt, it's time to introduce you to a very important creature in my life.
It's a very important political figure to all guinea pigs.
Her name is Peg.
Peg.
She's our mascot.
We're going to talk about that because I'm not sure.
No, we have a mascot.
Put that in the comments if you want this as a mascot.
Isn't she cute?
Because we do what you guys want, not completely what we want.
What? Okay. Little moment of randomness gone now. What are we talking about today?
That was Peg, and I don't know if we said that.
Yeah, that's my name.
Okay. Well, today we are talking about Star
Wars.
Episode 7.
7. What was it? The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
Have you seen the trailers?
I'm sorry. Yes, I have. I've not seen the newest trailer.
You haven't seen the newest trailer?
I have not seen the newest trailer. I keep meaning to, and then I'm like, well, I'm so busy, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I will watch it soon.
So, Star Wars 7, that's coming out in December.
Yes. I don't know the date.
I think it's the 18th.
Probably.
The 18th. So, from what I've heard about Star Wars 7, it's after that Civil War kind of thingy with the Rebels and the Empire.
Right.
And so it's kind of let's see. The remnants of the Empire have created this new thing called the First Order, I believe.
First Order.
The First Order, and not the Second Order, mind you, but the first. Not the third. I know they sound similar, but so they've created the First Order, and it's kind of like a new empire, I think. So, yeah.
I haven't exactly researched this, so I honestly don't know how much of what I will be talking about.
Yeah, I heard this off of YouTube and the internet, various stuff.
Well, as long as we have like a general outline, I think they will love us. Right? You love us?
Are you saying they don't love us already?
I don't know.
I think they like us. Do you guys like us?
Put it in the comments.
I thought we talked about that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
That's one.
That's one. We have like this two comment ask limit because we've been doing that a lot. Although it's fun. I've always wanted
It's
to
fun.
do that.
Okay, it's just like, thank you for liking and commenting.
Do you think it's fun? Ask us in the comments. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. Star Wars Episode 7, they're bringing back all well, not all, but some of the original cast members, like Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford. Before we go any further, spoilers, maybe a little bit, because this is pretty much based off of the trailer, and it might let's see what the episode holds. So, Harrison Ford at the end of the trailer.
Okay, wait. Before we get there, can I just talk about...
Did you just interrupt me
Can I
when it
talk-
comes to Star Wars?
Can I talk about that
Never do
lightsaber?
The
Yeah,
lightsaber with the
lightsaber
cross guards?
with the hilts.
The hilts.
Cross guards, whatever.
Alright, little side note. This genius over here thought
Put this
a
in the
cross
comments.
guard was a hilt.
The whole
The
thing.
whole thing is the hilt. But he thought the cross guard was the hilt.
It's the hilt, and then you have the handle.
And then the pommel.
Yes.
No, it's the cross guard, the handle, the pommel. And the whole thing creates the hilt.
Put in the comments which you think is what, if you want. I mean, this is a kind of a personal argument that I'm totally right about.
Yeah, sure. You want to look it up? We could look it up now.
We need a swords master to tell us in the comments.
Sword master.
Yes.
We could,
Swordsman.
shout out to Man at Arms. Love them.
Anyways, I love the look of that lightsaber, okay? It's just so it's like a mix of the 13th century and then way off in the future, wherever they are.
What? I'm sorry.
It's like, well, I'm kind of confused with Star Wars. Like, when was Star Wars written?
No,
Unquote?
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the crossguard kind of thing.
What about it?
It's just like two lightsaber crosses. Crossguard.
It looks like I'm wearing a tie.
Do you?
Look.
And I got some of this off, some of this crossguard stuff off of a website or a YouTube video.
I'm not wearing a tie, guys. This is not a tie.
T-shirt.
Shirt.
All right. What else? There's oh, that trailer. I get pumped up thinking about it.
Trailer. Okay, that's the
It's
part. I have seen
The
that
very end. It's like
We're back, Chewie.
it's like Chewie. It's like Chewbacca and Han Solo, and they're just like, Chewie, we're home. Did you just say we're back?
Possibly.
Get out of here. Seriously.
The
Man,
trailer was
good.
just really good, guys. If you haven't seen it already, look it up.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's good. Well, at least the one I
Star
saw.
Wars 7, The Force Awakens.
Yes. That's the name of the movie.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm really pumped.
Well, the thing is, like, with Jurassic Park,
Not really pumped, but you know.
with Jurassic Park, it was a really good movie. I loved it. And, the following ones were okay. They were eh.
And
But
this is a new studio as well.
I thought...
I don't think George Lucas is writing this, is he? No.
I know, he's not. It's Disney.
Yeah, but I know, but they still could have hired him, I guess.
But, with Jurassic World, I thought they might have ruined Jurassic Park in the movie because, like, after so many years, you're gonna just remake the same movie? Like, Hollywood, come up with a new story already. Stop remaking stuff.
I like remakes.
I like remakes, but make up new stories too.
No, they do make up new stories.
But I did see Jurassic World in theaters. And it
remakes
was really good, and you guys should go watch that.
Watching the old ones is the problem is that they're old. You know, no offense to our experienced
They're
viewers,
old,
but they're
original.
the acting is kind of cheesy. You know,
They're original.
they're good. I'll watch them. I like them.
Makes it great.
But it would be nothing without the remakes.
That's not true. Jurassic Park and Star Wars and Indiana Jones have lasted this long without remakes. I think they could have made it without
I had
remakes.
never heard of Jurassic Park before the new movie.
Well, that's because you're dumb and you don't like classics.
I like classics. Have you ever heard of Gomer Pyle?
No.
That's an old TV show.
A TV show, yeah. TV shows from older times are not really popular. Unless it's
last year.
Beaver. If it's Leave It to Beaver or Andy Griffith's show, that is where it's at.
Gomer Pyle came from Mayberry.
Awesome.
Look,
Anyways, so with Jurassic World coming out, and I saw that it didn't really ruin Jurassic Park. So this kind of makes me a little bit more excited for Episode 7 of Star Wars. That maybe there is a little bit of hope that they won't
Kill it.
completely destroy the
Stab it with a hidden blade.
the legacy of Star Wars.
I'm rooting for you, Disney.
I wouldn't say I'm rooting for Disney, but
I am. Because if they don't, I'm going to stab them with a hidden blade.
I'm going to do a lot more than hidden blade. So,
Anywho,
what do you think that Star Wars 7 will mostly be about?
I don't know. I think
What it will be like?
I think it's gonna have Luke's kids, if he has kids. I don't know. I don't think he does, but I think it's gonna have Han and Leia's kids, like Anakin Solo and all the rest of them. I can't remember their names right now. One of them starts with a J, I think. But I'm really excited to see that, and I think, spoiler alert, that in some books or whatever, that one of their kids are Jedi, and I think one of them turns to the dark side. So,
Well, that kind of has to happen.
I'm not sure if this happens in the movie or not, or if
It would be interesting.
that guy with the mask, maybe he recruits him or something.
Right. I mean, like, the Emperor recruited Anakin Skywalker and turn him into Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Something similar could very well happen.
I felt so bad for Anakin. At the same time, I was like, dude, you are so stupid.
It was like a love-hate relationship at the same time.
Yeah, it's like, really? We both know that you're not going to be able to save Padme because, blah, 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 whatever. He just killed one of your masters. What is wrong with you? Don't join him. And then the Emperor's like, you are now my apprentice, Darth Vader.
And then he goes and kills all the little
The
Jedi
younglings.
children.
Did you just say all the little Jedi children?
Yes.
The younglings.
But how can you kill such little people?
It's just like, I'm done.
Evil.
Okay, so Star Wars has always been like this great, amazing franchise. It's like, oh, Star Wars, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that. I love that movie, whatever. But
I think we need to make a quiz. How much do you know about Star Wars?
We should do that. We're gonna do that in a new video, huh?
We're gonna do that sometime. Maybe if you guys want us to, we'll do it.
We could do weekly quiz videos.
We can. We'll think about it.
Maybe.
What do you guys think?
What do you think? Put it in the comments.
That's 3.
That's 3. No, that was 2, wasn't it? Because one of them
No.
didn't count. One of them was just like.
We'll say that's 2.
Oh, that was 3. Sorry. Whatever.
3.
You know what? Throw the rule in the trash can. Don't do that with real life rules because then you'll end up in jail.
Or worse, dead.
Or worse.
Alive.
And in jail.
For life.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's worse than death.
It very well could be.
Nah. I'd rather be alive.
I think it would depend on the
Let's stop debating this topic and get back to Star Wars.
Well, I think Star Wars Episode 7 could be interesting and also exclusive.
Exclusive?
Yes, it could. I think it's going to be its own kind of story.
Yeah.
It's going to be something definitely new
of
from
course.
the original series.
I know what you mean. You're saying, like, it's gonna, of course, it's gonna be based off of the original because they have to have a starting point.
Right.
But it's gonna be a completely new trilogy. I mean,
Right.
the first and the second trilogy, the first trilogy was leading up to the second. But I don't think it's gonna be, the second is leading up to the third. I think it's gonna be...
I think it's going to be a whole new set. Like, maybe they might not...
As if it were a completely different movie, just with the same name.
I don't know if they're going to do another 6 movies. May just do 3 or even 2. I don't know.
It's gonna be 3.
It's probably going to be 3 because that's how it's been done before.
Yeah,
But-
I think it's confirmed that they're making a trilogy.
I think it should be pretty interesting. Like, honestly, I like the classic with Han Solo and Anakin Skywalker and Luke and all those fun people.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Well, I mean, in the original, not the original, the first half of the second. The first 3 episodes, 1, 2, and 3.
That was Anakin. There was no Luke or Han Solo.
Right.
You're
I'm mixing
confusing
now.
yourself.
I'm not confused at all. I'm just mixing now. I'm saying I liked those first 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that these
You
new,
mean the only 6 episodes that are
Yes.
so far?
but I'm hoping that these new episodes will be something as good
Yeah.
as before.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Because it's these new actors.
Yeah.
They don't know how to actually act in front of the camera.
I don't think they would do that for Star Wars 7. Otherwise, Disney would get a lot of hate. I love Disney. Disney was my childhood.
It's happened before, so...
When you wish upon a star, da, da, da. I can just see that being the theme song or whatever. That would ruin the whole movie for me.
Yes.
You know, it's amazing how one thing can be like, the movie might be great, and then one thing happens, it's just like,
That's dumb.
but that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Well, I could just see, like, Disney being Disney. They could go through the whole movie and make it epic. It was just awesome, great,
But it's not
wonderful
Star Wars.
movie. But then at the end, it's
Or-
like, one of the girls starts singing, "And the last
Yes.
I see
Yes.
the light."
Yeah,
Like, come on,
a musical
guys.
or whatever.
If you're gonna do this, pull it off correctly. George Lucas practically gave it to you guys and trusted it to
He
you guys.
handed it to you on a silver platter.
Ish.
Ish.
It wasn't quite like that.
I mean, Star Wars is a very big franchise. You could do a lot of things with Star Wars.
He sold it to Disney for quite a bit.
Yeah, but he practically handed it to them, like, because he handed them a new franchise.
But if you guys paid that much for it, come on, make it
Side thought:
pay the actors.
Princess Leia is now a Disney princess.
Yes.
Technically, she was adopted, but she's still a Disney princess.
I can't even think of that. It's just
It's like
let's just totally get
they're
off that.
they're gonna sell Disney princess dolls and be like, new Disney princess, Princess Leia, Organa.
And it's gonna be like,
I don't think she's gonna be like that. Okay, sometimes I think you take things too far with the little. What was that? What? Do that again.
you know what? I just don't even.
I want to see it again.
care.
Okay, I don't even care.
Just leave us.
We're
Not you guys. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Okay, so what's next? What do you think is gonna? Any speculations, important speculations that are gonna be groundbreaking, or even just
I can't really speculate too much on episode 7 because I've only seen the first trailer, which was really short. It's more of that teaser trailer. I have not seen the newest and long trailer. And I don't honestly know a whole lot about Star Wars in general. I used to love the video game, the Lego video game, but I didn't really watch the movies a lot as a kid.
I did.
I know he did.
I'm hoping there's gonna be like a big storyline. When the Old Republic before episodes 1, 2, and 3, I don't know much about it, but I know that there were a lot more Sith, and it was kind of like a war between the Jedi and the Sith, I think. So I'm hoping something like that happens again. To kind of like whatever Sith are there, that there's gonna be a lot more, and then they're just gonna be like an all-out battle for like the galaxy.
Well, one thing I do know about Star Wars that always intrigued me was the Civil War. I think that's what it was called, was the Civil War before the whole original series. And that's how there were so few Jedi in the,
because they were all
in the
killed.
original series.
They were all killed.
Before Darth Vader, before even
Right, because
Darth Maul. It was
what do you mean?
before Darth Maul.
No, there were still a ton of Jedi left
There were a lot of Jedi.
during the Clone Wars.
But there was a ton more. But the Civil War
Yeah.
happened, and there's a lot gone.
There was
and
a Civil War.
Yes,
yeah.
there was. And I personally would love to see that on camera.
Right, I know. But I don't think they're gonna go back like that.
It would be
you
cool,
mean?
though. It was-
Okay, I get it.
like maybe not a whole movie, but like flashbacks or something.
Yeah, like
It'd be cool. Or like if they found old records or whatever.
right, like Jedi Temple archives
Right, the archives.
or holocrons. That'd be really cool.
It would be cool.
And then like history or something is repeating itself, and they have to look in the Jedi Temple to find the holocrons to tell them what to do or something.
Yeah.
Although that's kind of cliche because everyone's always like, "Oh, he's rising. We must stop him."
Right.
But I like how in the original Star Wars he already rose. He was like,
And I
it
feel
was
like
the Empire and the Rebellion. They came in right in the middle of the war.
and I feel like if they're going through archives to do something, I feel like they'd be turning almost into Transformers, just Star Wars.
Transformers.
Yeah, because not the movies, like the original Transformer TV shows and stuff. They had to go through archives and stuff to find something for Megatron or whatever.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if they would actually do that, but it would
Right.
be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just excited. I just want to see what Disney does. Spotlight's on Disney. All the pressure. I mean,
I would say pressure, not spotlight.
spotlight and pressure. I mean, the spotlight is pressure when you're standing there and you're like in the spotlight. It's kind of scary. I got that from a TV show.
And then
I got that from a
your
TV
heart
show.
is like,
Put it in the comments if you know which TV show I'm talking about.
or if you're the doctor.
No, it's more. It's remember the Master, the heartbeat of the Time Lord. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So
I don't
is it
know
1,
if
2,
you guys
3,
can even hear that.
Is it
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
or 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't
It's
matter. We're
probably
talking about
1,
Star
2,
Wars.
3,
Have we
4.
get interesting plot twist. Little twist off here. What if Star Wars and Doctor Who were in the same universe? I think I got that from the show too.
But they couldn't do that because if they're trying to make, or they at least
I know,
announced
that was just
Super Who,
that was just a joke.
they can't put him in 3 different universes. Well, I mean, he is the Doctor, I guess.
Yeah. That would yeah.
But it would destroy.
That was just a joke.
It was right notice. From our heads.
From my head.
From his head.
Or was it from my head?
It was from your head. Was it from your head?
I don't know. What?
Put in the comments if you think it was from his head.
Seriously, don't do that. Yeah, my head's kind of confusing. Alright,
Well,
so, then there's, what else? You see at the beginning, the, Darth Vader's helmet all warped, but if you look, you see, what's the purpose of it? I mean, did someone just like, oh look, hey, I found Darth Vader's helmet, let's put it I'm gonna put it on my shelf. I mean, I think there's gonna be a purpose behind it. Maybe a new Darth Vader or something.
maybe not something big, just
Or-
like something small. Like
Right, like
Darth Vader, at the end of the original series, Darth Vader transformed himself into the ghost. Or into the spirit.
kind of like Qui-Gon and
Qui-Gon Jinn and
Obi-Wan.
Yoda.
And Yoda.
And Yoda. And well, what I think it might have happened is either someone from the Jedi found it and didn't want to have that memory, so that they destroyed it, or like his son, or
Right.
something.
But I think,
Or
what if Darth Vader was like, you know, the Force Unleashed, how Darth Vader had a secret apprentice, right? I mean, what if it's not necessarily an apprentice, just some guy who was like a big fan of Darth Vader, and he's like always wanted to be kind of, you know,
evil,
wanted to be a Sith, you know.
wanted
so-
to destroy.
He kind of became the new Darth Vader, only not his name wouldn't be Darth Vader.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it would not. No.
It could be, it like passed down name to name, you know.
It could be, but I doubt they would do that.
Okay, right.
But my other idea was that maybe the Sith found it. Like, maybe the Jedi had it stored somewhere or wherever, and the Sith found it, and they had a hatred for Darth Vader because he turned good in the end. So maybe they just did something with it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would know, because it was just Luke, the Emperor, and Darth Vader in the same room, you know.
True.
Unless they had security footage that they recovered, you know.
It is Star Wars after all. I mean,
Anything can happen.
there's electricity and stuff all over the place.
There's electricity.
And,
stuff.
sorry, it's not going to be mine.
That could be on a t-shirt. There's electricity stuff
All over the place.
all over the place. Hey, you should let us know what kind of t-shirts you want us to make.
We could make probably, I don't even know. We could make lots of t-shirts.
And very soon, our logo will be up, so you guys will be able to see that.
That will be worked on.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort and work for
Yeah.
me.
But it's pretty soon. It should be up on
It should.
our channel, and then
It's totally by freehand. We're going to probably make a watermark out of it too.
right, and then maybe we might even we could hold a contest to decide our channel banner.
Well, we could.
I don't think he wants to do that.
I was also thinking, like, when we get our logo up, we'll probably ask you guys in the comments what you think of it, and if there's any changes you guys want us to make. We might not
too
choose.
bad. I'm just kidding.
We might not make the changes if we don't like them. But if we find someone that has a good idea, we might actually do that.
Not that there are any bad ideas. Actually,
Well,
there are.
There are.
But we're not trying to discredit anybody.
But if we don't choose your
You know,
comment or
put
your
anybody
idea,
down.
we're not saying it was a bad idea.
Right. It's just, you know,
We just like ours better.
you're not helping our case here,
No,
buddy.
we're not.
All right, so yeah, I think that's about it. That was about two different
Two different
Things, right?
perspectives.
four different perspectives on two different things.
Yes,
I think,
that was
if I
what I
remember
was trying to
correctly.
say.
All right, so that's it.
Thank you guys for
I wanna
liking
do it. I wanna
and
do it.
commenting.
I want to do it. Thank you guys for liking and commenting, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. That was so cliche, but you know, do it anyway. That rhymed, dude. I'm so good at this.
We're trying to close this video.
All right.
Do you want to try again?
Sure.
Okay, go.
Thank you for liking and subscribing, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. That was still cliche.
Thank you guys for liking and commenting on this video. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to subscribe and see our weekly videos.
Or if you don't want to subscribe, just
Or if you
subscribe
don't.
anyway. I think that was cliche.
Yeah. Good.
Anyway, I'm John,
And I'm Kyle,
and we are
the Fandomedians.
Fandomedians.